Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Tej, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a guitar beat for scratch, similar to how Southside would make a beat for Lil Baby or 21 Savage. Kind of that like real simple but melodic sort of beat with real hard drums. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps out the channel. As always, I'll have the full beat played at the end. With that being said, let's just hop right into it. So I started this beat off with a guitar loop that I recorded myself, and I just set my tempo to 112, turned the metronome on, and this is what I came up with. It's a real basic, just like 2 chord swap arpeggiation. Honestly, I think it's just like a 1 note difference, nothing crazy. It's just like one of those like root notes that I use. And what makes the sample in this beat really good is the way that I end up flipping it. Like the melody itself, as is, just the basic loop is really simple. It's nothing crazy. Like honestly, it'd be super easy to recreate in MIDI. I'll break down how I went through and flipped the sample, and then I'll hop into the drums. The first thing I did is I went in here, I double clicked on the sample, I clicked stretch and I time stretched it to 4 measures. And then I upped the BPM to 141. And then so now we got something like this. And then I reversed it. And then I pitched it up 200 cents or 2 half steps. And then with that, I made 2 separate loops, and I just made the first one. It's what I basically just said, except I panned it 60% to the left, and I routed that to one mixer. I cloned it, same exact thing, except I panned it 60% to the right. And in the mixer, I put in EQ, I put a low cut on it, and then just took out some of the harsh frequencies, and then put a love filter on it and just reduce it to about like 60%. So in the finished beat, when both of them are put together, this is what it sounds like. And notice I kind of have these breaks here where the loop will be playing mostly pan to the left or mostly pan to the right. And how I did that is I just went in and only had one of them playing at a time instead of both of them. It has some variety to it because it's just the same loop being looped over and over again for the whole beat. And then so after that, I went into Analog Lab and I grabbed this No Strawberries pad. And with that pad sound, I just laid out a real simple interval pattern. So by itself, it sounds like this. And in context with the loop, this is what it sounds like. All right, so now that I've kind of shown you how I flipped the sample and got the melody, I'm gonna hop into the drums. I started off with a clap sound, and this is what the pattern sounds like with the sample. And then I put in this hi-hat pattern using this sound. And it's pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. The only thing that I think I might need to clarify is like the rolls. All the rolls in this are using the half step magnet setting. And I just used this little paintbrush tool up here and just kind of drew them in like that. But in context, this is what my hi-hat pattern sounds like. I added an open hat sound. And then I added like a rim snare or like a perc snare sound. And then I added an 808 pattern. The total pattern ended up being 16 measures, but there's not like too much of a difference really between like the first and the second half of it. The second half is just pasted, except these C sharp notes are up an octave. And then these A's right here, I just added a couple slides. And overall, this is what the pattern sounds like in context. And before I forget to mention, this 808 is just a spins 808 with like some boost on it. And then lastly, to make the drums really punch hard, I added a kick. And in context with the rest, it sounds like this. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it for me. As always, thank you guys for watching the video. Check out my other social medias, the link will be in the description. Again, hit the like if you liked the video, hit the sub button, stay tuned for future tutorial videos and type beat videos. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me. I'll see y'all later.
Yo, Tez, what's up?